Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm very excited because I have a whole bunch of new e.l.f. products I'm going to test out today. So, I ended up picking up the new e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. I'm very excited to try this. This looks like a dupe for the It Cosmetics CC Cream. So for the It Cosmetics one has SPF 50 and this one has SPF 30. But this one definitely has a better shade range than the Cosmetics one. So I'm very excited to test this out and see if it could be just as good. I got mine in Fair 150C, which says it's cool with peach undertones. So we'll see. The camo concealer I have in this, the original camo concealer, I do have it in light peach, which is light with peachy undertones. But the hydrating one, I have it in Fair Rose. So we'll see. I think this shade will work for me. But it does say that, it says on the back here, ditch your basic foundation. This color correcting cream is the only product you need to achieve a natural looking complexion, but with full coverage. A multitasking day cream. Oh, not day cream. Multitasking dream cream infused with collagen, peptides, and niacinamide, known to plump, hydrate, and smooth the appearance of your skin while protecting with SPF 30. So, those are some very good claims there on here. Take it out of the box for you guys. This is what it looks like. It looks very, very similar to the Cosmetics one. So, I have that for you today. I have the brand new mascara, the Lash It Out Loud Volumizing Black Mascara. I'm very interested to try. I even bought the enhancing lash and brow serum they have, so I'm gonna start using this, and I'll let y'all know in like I guess a month or so whether I think this really does anything, or you might just find it in my empties video and I'll let you know in my empties video whether this was worth it. But I think it was like either $6 or $8 for this, and I was very interested to try if it worked or did anything for you. So I did pick that up to try. I also picked up a bunch of their brushes, which I accidentally already applied my e.l.f. Cosmetics Poreless Putty Primer on my face. But I did get the Putty Primer applicator, and I completely forgot I got that. I was going to use it to apply my Putty Primer today and forgot. So maybe I'll use that in another video for you guys. But I did actually get this Complexion Duo face brush that they released with the Camo CC Cream. I guess they're supposed to go together. You apply it with one. So it feels very soft. I think it feels very nice. It's a little smushed from the packaging it was in, but it is like a smaller brush. It's not very dense. It feels, I don't know, it feels very nice on the skin though. And then on the other end you have a concealer brush, which actually I think I'm most excited for the concealer brush part, because I do have their what is this? I have their Flawless concealer brush, and it just has a little bit of a too big of a head to really get like in the inner corners without messing up part of your eye. So I'm very excited to try this one because this one seems like it's going to get in your inner corners a lot better than that one. So I'm excited to try that part of the brush. I also have, which I totally forgot to show y'all, I also have some of the e.l.f. Cosmetics Putty Blushes I'm going to try today for y'all. And I have 4 of them actually. And I don't know if it has the shade names on here or not. They have some issues. They never put like their shade names on their packaging. I wish they would. But I have like this deep berry shade. And I have like a peachy shade, which I might go with the peachy shade today because I think that one's going to look the best with my look. Then we have this one. This is like a peachy pink. And I have this one, which is just kind of like a terracotta type shade. I think I'm either going to go in with the peachy one or the peachy pink today. To be one of those. I haven't decided yet. But I do have, they released a Putty Blush brush. So I ended up picking that up. That's all to go with my Putty Blushes. I do think that I have been using these a little bit. And I've been just using their I usually just use their Jelly Pop stipple brush to apply their these putty blushes, but I'm very excited to try this out, see how this works. This just looks like a duo fiber brush is what it looks like. So I'm curious to see how it works on my face today. Anyways, let's get started. Let's go ahead and get on with the show. So on the back of this, it says to apply 1 to 2 pumps of the CC cream to clean skin using our e.l.f. Complexion Duo Brush to achieve an airbrush finish. Whereas a moisturizer and a full coverage foundation, depending on your needs, it says to apply liberally 15 minutes before sun exposure and to reapply every 2 hours. Okay. We're not going to reapply every 2 hours. Who applies foundation every 2 hours anyway? So I'm just going to go with 1 pump, which looks like this. I usually only use 1 pump of foundation on my face, so I'm going to go with 1 pump today. I'm just going to spread it out throughout my face. I think 1 pump's going to do anyways because of using a brush. I think brush usually gives you more full coverage. So I don't think we're going to need any more than a pump. Okay. There we go. Let's spread it out here. I usually try to stick more into the center of my face and then work my way out. Just because I like most of my coverage. You know, most of your redness is normally in the center of your face. So it's best to just work from the inner to outer. Honestly like that this is a smaller brush. So if you go in and you do your eye looks first, it's going to be easier to not mess up your eye looks. So I'm really liking that about it. Well, this looks very glowy. Oh, I think it looks really glowy on camera. It looks really glowy in real life too. This looks really good on the skin. It looks really pretty. I think it does remind me of the CC cream. Just, this is more glowy than the cosmetic CC cream is. But I have like the original CC cream. I don't have the matte one or even the luminous one. So, wondering if I want to go in more there. So I feel like redness is still peeking through my cheek right here. So I might just take a tad bit more. Not a full pump, just a little tiny squirt. And put it on my cheeks. Do you think it was interesting that their only cool tone shade was a peachy undertone? Which I do think works fine for me, but it's a little bit peachy maybe for my skin, but I think it works good. I'm going to go with my e.l.f. I'm using my hydrating one. This is in the shade Fair Beige. I thought I got Fair Rose at first, and I didn't. I only got it in Fair Beige. So, just taking a little bit there on my inner and outer corners. I usually use a very small amount, especially if I'm going to use a brush, because it spreads really good with a brush. It does feel weird having the concealer brush attached to the it feels weird having the concealer brush part of the I've never used these double-ended brushes before, so it's a little different for me. I do think this works good for concealer. I just don't know how do you store these type of brushes. If you put one end in, doesn't it like kind of smush it? So I don't know about that that aspect of it. But I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Cosmetics Under Eye Setting Powder, which just looks like this. It's a white powder, basically. White powder. And I got it free from their website, so when I ordered one time, and I've been using it ever since. It seems to work pretty good at setting my under eyes and not darkening them. I have such issues with powders wanting to darken my under eyes when I set them. And we want to keep our under eyes lighter and brightened. So, and I use a lot of e.l.f. brushes too, especially their face brushes. This brush I'm using here is the small tapered brush. And it is just, I think, perfect for getting underneath your eyes and setting them. It's the perfect brush for that. It just works out so perfectly to set your under eyes. And I always set the rest of my face with my e.l.f. Cosmetics Halo Glow Powder. I like this powder because it seems like it sets your face really good, but it doesn't take away any glow you might have on your face. So I like it for that. And I'll lightly set it. I just take a little bit, go over my face. I do try to, especially if I'm going to go out or something, I'm going to be wearing a mask. I try to set my face more where I'm going to be wearing a mask. That way, I try to set my face a little bit more in the areas where I'm going to be wearing a mask. That way, I have less likely transfer of my foundation. I'll probably just leave it in the description box down below. So if you're wondering, since I'm going out today and I'm going to be filming my TJ Maxx or Marshall's video, if you guys are wondering like how this foundation's going to wear, or CC Cream is going to wear under a mask, if you check my description box, I'll definitely make sure I put it in my description box of this video of how it wore under a mask and whether it removed or anything like that. And I completely forgot I was doing these blushes, but these do a pretty good job of working on top of foundation that's been set. I think I'm going to go in with the more peachy color. This is like a peachy pink, you can see that. And this is more like a true peach, and I think I'm just going to go in with the true peach color. I totally forgot. Oh, I usually do bronzer first. And let me put bronzer on real quick. I'll probably just cut that part out of the video, but let me just go ahead and do that real quick, because I always do bronzer I always do my bronzer first before anything else. Go ahead and bronze up my skin, and then we'll put blush on. Okay, we're gonna go in now with the Putty Blush, and I'm gonna use my brush. Where'd it go? Oh, I stuck it in here. I stuck it in my case. Here it is. I'm gonna go in with this one. I'm sorry. I will have everything listed down below, including what the shade name is on this. But I really wish e.l.f. would at least put it on like the bottom of their packaging or something, what the shade names are. But it's just this peachy color. I'm gonna go in with getting a nice coating on my duo fiber brush here. We got it on the brush. I'll just go in. It is a cream to powder, so hopefully it doesn't I don't think it's gonna remove my foundation, but I'm trying to just stip a little one. I do like these blushes. I think they go on really good. I think I might actually, this seems like, I do like to do them before I set my face, because I do feel like I might be removing my foundation just a little bit. I'm going to go over it with a powder brush, my powder brush that I use for the powder, just to make sure it's nice and set in place. I feel like this is almost a little small. I don't think you need this. I think it's just even though so, it's just a little bit small for it. My favorite is still the Jelly Pop stippling brush, which I found these in TJ Maxx for like $2.99 or $3.99. This has been my favorite one. But if you also have which I just got this one, this is the Airbrush stippling brush. This one works really good too for cream products. I'm just gonna go over my blush here with my powder brush, and then gonna do a little bit, here it is, where I use my foundation brush. I'm just gonna top over it with my foundation brush too. If you do that when you have cream products, it kind of just melds it more into the skin. It just looks really good. I don't know if I love that brush to apply it. I like my Jelly Pop stipple brush better, I think, to apply it. I'm going to go off camera here, and I'm going to finish doing the rest of my eyes in another video. And then I'm going to come back so we can test out this mascara and see how it works. That's the last thing I have for this video. So I'll come back and I'll test out the mascara and see how it works, and then that'll be it for the video. I'll see you guys when I'm done. Okay, I'm back, and let's put on the mascara. So the claims on this is that it says it's volume that hits all the high notes. This formula's intensely rich pigments easily coat lashes for a bigger and bolder look. The sleek, flexible wand hugs every single lash with both vertical and horizontal bristles to amplify, define, and add dimension. And it says to apply to lashes from root to tip. For an extra plush, use the bristles at the top of the brush for bottom and hard to reach lashes. Of course, I'm going to curl my lashes before I go in with this. This wand, I love the packaging. First of all, it's in rose gold packaging. It's gorgeous. Let's take a look at this wand here. Oh, that's interesting. It is a very spiky wand. Oh. So it kind of looks like the Benefit mascara in the Real, I think it is. Or the Bad Girl Bang, when it's that type of brush. So if you're not into that type of rubberized brush, you might not like these mascara. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I used to love the Benefit Cosmetics Bad Girl Bang before I started wearing Essence mascara. And ever since I've worn Essence mascara, it's made all the other mascaras that I used to love look terrible. Now that I've curled, let's try out this mascara. See if it smudges. I hate a smudgy mascara. This does look like a very wet formula. I'm not a big fan of wet formulas. This is a very prickly brush. So, the wand's kind of stabby on your eyes. I'm not the biggest fan of this mascara, I can already tell. Don't like that the wand is so stabby. So I'm not the biggest fan of this mascara. You can see I got it here. I'm waiting for it to dry. It stabs your eyes, and I think it did do a good job of like building up, and it didn't get too clumpy on me. But that brush is very stabby. And it's a thinner formula, which I'm not the biggest fan of thinner formulas. But I will tell you what I do like about it is when you close it, it has like a click. It's like there's like this extra click, so you know it's securely closed so air doesn't get in. So I really like that about it. But honestly, I wish they would have tried to copy out the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. That was like my favorite high-end mascara. I would have rather they had done that instead of doing like the Benefit, the Real Mascara or the Bad Gal Bang. One of those. But it works. It's not my favorite. I would not repurchase this mascara. And I wouldn't recommend y'all get the mascara either because I just don't like it myself personally. Unless those are the type of mascaras you like. I mean, if you like the Benefit, the Real Mascara, then I would definitely recommend you get this one because this one is way better. It's way cheaper, I mean. Cotton swab to get it off. I use an eyebrow brush and just wait until it's dry, and then I just scrape it off with it. And it works very good that way. And this is my completed look today using the mascara. It's what my skin is looking like up close. I do think, because I forgot not to set my face until after I applied my Putty Blush. I do think it may have removed some of my foundation right there. That's why I tried to go over it with my foundation brush to try to help it a little bit. But I like the look. I think the mascara is just not my favorite. It feels very lightweight on the eyes though. I don't know. That brush was just a little stabby. And this eye always has issues curling, so it doesn't help much with the curl. For some reason, this eye right here likes to curl and look so beautiful, and then this eye just doesn't want to hold any type of curl to it all. So I really need a mascara that helps hold the curl. So I'm not the biggest fan of that mascara, and I definitely wouldn't recommend y'all go out and buy it. The foundation though, I really like the CC Cream. I think it looks so glowy and just looks really beautiful on the skin. Even after setting it, it just looks so beautiful. And I think with my dry skin, it looks really good. I'm not sure how it would be with people that have oily skin, because I do have like oily, like sometimes around my chin area I get a little bit oily, but my T-zone and everything else is mainly dry, especially in the winter time. I'm more dry. But yeah, overall I'm very happy with all the things. I like this. I definitely think this could be a dupe for the Cosmetic CC Cream. It even has the same type of packaging and everything. Look, who's denying it? I think this is more glowy though, and I really like it. I don't usually like foundations that are glowy at all, because I think sometimes they can look like they just make your face look greasy and like you have a lot of oil. But this one I think does a good job of being glowy without making your face look like you are oily or greasy looking. I really like it. I think I did a pretty good job at matching my shade. It might be a little bit off. Probably once I use this one up, I would probably go try the neutral shade to see if maybe the neutral shade will work better with me versus this peachy shade one. But overall, I'm loving it. And if you want to know how the foundation and everything wore, check my description box down below, because I will let you know how it did over a mask and everything. I'll do an up close when I get out, when I get done wearing my mask. I'll come back and look at it up close, and I will update you in the description box on how it did under a mask and if it rubbed right off and everything. As far as the brushes go, I don't think you need this brush. I really liked it. I like having this brush. I mean, I think it's a good foundation brush. I love the domed top foundation brushes, and I like the ones that aren't too densely packed. The densely packed ones, for some reason, just doesn't look as good on my skin. It makes the foundation not look as good on my skin. I do like the concealer part of it too. I like that it was very small, so it really did good at getting like in the inner corners of your eye without messing up any of your eye makeup you have on your eyes if you do your eyes first. So I definitely like this brush. I don't think it's a necessity to have. If you're more of a fan of using like sponges, then just stick with your sponge. You don't need this. This is not a necessity. But I'm glad I have it. I'll probably end up using the concealer part of it more than I'll use the foundation brush part, but we'll see. Because my favorite foundation brush is my It Cosmetics foundation brush. This one is just so good, the heart-shaped one, but it is almost like, it's like almost the same type of density and everything as this one. So I do think this is a very good brush. I like this brush. I wouldn't recommend getting the Putty Blush brush. I would have to try it again once and use it without having set my face, because I do feel like some of my foundation rubbed off like right here using this brush. But I don't know if it was the brush really. I don't know if it was the brush really that did that, or if it was the fact that I forgot and sat my face and then went in with the Putty Blush over top might have done that. But I don't think you need this. I think if you already have a brush that you love to apply your cream products with, it's going to work just as good as this brush would. It's not a necessity to your collection. You don't absolutely need it. And I'm going to have to test this one out in another video for you guys, so I'm going to let you know. I've never used a brush to apply my primer, but I am very curious as to how it applies, because I know some people do that. They apply their primer with a brush, but I've never tried doing that. I always thought the warmth of your hand makes it like soak into your skin better. I have to try this maybe in my next video I do for you guys. I'll try this out and see how it works. But that's my video today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the look at the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. I definitely think it is worth you picking up to try. I definitely feel like it's a dupe for the It Cosmetics CC Cream for sure. It's a little bit more glowy than the CC Cream is, but I think it's like the perfect amount of glow where you just look healthy and hydrated versus looking greasy and really oily. But I definitely would recommend out of everything you pick up that Camo CC Cream. And I like the fact that e.l.f. has more shades in their CC Cream than It Cosmetics does. So there's definitely a better shade range going on for e.l.f. Although I think there's always room for improvement. e.l.f. could use to have some more deeper shades. And I definitely think they could use to have some more lighter shades too that have cooler undertones. Because this was like the only shade that had the cooler undertone. And it would have peachy undertones too. I think they could have done a cooler undertone that had more pink undertones to it versus peach. But other than that, I think this is definitely a better pick than the Cosmetics CC Cream. And it's definitely cheaper at $14 versus the 30 something it is for the Cosmetics one. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up down below. And if you're not yet subscribed and you're new here, I would greatly appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. And if you want, you can always ring the bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll be notified of all my future uploads and you'll never miss out on any of my reviews or my shop with me videos, or I do haul and anti-haul videos now on my channel. So that way you'll never miss out on any of my future uploads. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.